In today's episode, we are going to be looking at broker forecasts for stocks and shares, what they mean, why they're useful, and how they can be used to help make an informed decision on whether you should buy or sell shares. Now, it is a common factor that even though these guys are brokers, their opinion differentiates between really low, really high for values of stocks and shares. They don't always get it right. And in essence, don't take what they say as 100% truth, although often they do make good decisions. Often they do have more information than us and they spend more time on making the decision. So the likelihood is that the conclusion these guys come to on average is going to be very rational, and it makes sense to bear that in mind before you make a transaction. So right now we're on CNN Business. I literally Googled Tesla broker forecast. Normally I'd use Hargreaves Lansdown to get the broker forecast because it tells you the company and the value and what company is brokering, forecasting this, etc. But for some reason their website's down, so we are on CNN Business. And straight up, we can see that the stock price forecast for Tesla, there's 30 analysts offering a 12-month price forecast, and they have a median target on average of 650. Now, this median target is 20% lower than the current trading price. Probably goes in line with Elon Musk's tweet that Tesla is overvalued. But yeah, so on average, the brokers expect the company to fall in value relative to what they are today. And the highest broker estimates it, not that it matters what the highest or lowest think, because I think the highest and lowest are just to put in that strategic ambiguity there. The highest broker says 1,100, which I think maybe not in the next 12 months, but in the long run, definitely a possibility. And the lowest says $240. But like I say, the highest and the lowest, optimistic and pessimistic expectations don't matter too much. I think the only one when you're a beginner you want to take notice of is the median. Now, as you can see, they recommend 8 of them recommend buy, 8 of them recommend sell, and the majority recommend hold. And I think when you're going into stocks and shares as a beginner, you really want to take on board what the analysts are saying and what they're predicting. Because if the majority here was sell, I would really be cautious about, what should I do? If it's kind of split evenly between a few sell, a few buy, a few hold, then it's up to you to make a decision. Obviously, if all of them are saying buy, then the likelihood is that it's going to be, it looks like it's a good decision if you honestly believe you should buy it and they believe you should buy it as well. But like I say, what these guys say should not be taken as gold. But just if you're a beginner and you didn't know about these broker forecasts, really do take these into account when you're researching if you should buy or sell a share. Because the whole idea behind fundamental analysis, which is what we've been looking at recently, is you really want to kind of just see everything that's out there online. You want to gather all this information about whether the company is performing well, is it under or overvalued, what does the future of the industry look like, what's the future of the company, and you want to collate that information, and then you want to make an informed decision based on maths and based on numbers, based on probabilities of stuff occurring, because if there's 1,000 negative points after you've done fundamental analysis and 1 positive, then you shouldn't really invest. But if there's millions of net positives and no negatives, of course you want to invest. So I think with fundamental analysis, just having that in mind about broker forecasts is key. It's key. Because these guys are getting paid to do this, And then you scroll down, we already talked about this, but you've got earnings per share, you've got sales, and you can see how the forecasted and the actual kind of compare in the long term at least. And yeah, broker forecasts, definitely if you're a beginner, check these out.